So this is gonna be alpha male part two, right? Beta male part two, right? So sorry, I need this. Yeah, my wool, we broke my stick, so it's the best I got. Okay. So we started off like some. I want to talk about AI, but I'm gonna talk about that as soon as I finish. Because I don't like to leave anything unfinished. So before we go into simp, okay, because this is profound. I remember a time where men, anytime women spoke out, they would say something along the lines of, "You must be on your period," right? And what they did was they switched it, right? Because then I remember men started saying that to men. And then what happened is they created this title to solidify it, to have women say it to men now. I'm explaining how. Women's period are called PMS. Men's period is called PMIs. And all you gotta do is take simp backwards. So when you say a man's acting like a simp, you're basically telling him he's on his period. And you know what they say when a woman, when they used to say, hey, "Are you on your period?" and she get angry afterward, they're like, "Oh, yup, I must be right." It's the same thing with men. When they get emotional about being a simp, they're like, "Yup, he on his period." And it's like they're switching it. Okay. And there's something dangerous. Dangerous. The voice taught me about, like, I try to explain to my ex-wife, like, I know everything is backwards. We gave an oath. I understand from my research on exorcism that the priest said when they go into priesthood, it's the equivalent of marriage. And when you get married to the Creator, it's like what you do in a marriage. You don't get married to each other. You two get married to the Creator. It's not you understand? This is us. We're marrying the Creator, creating the Trinity. Okay. And in that pact, we're basically telling the Creator we don't need His power anymore. We have this. Okay. But something amazing happened when I got divorced. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean like in a biblical way. Because how it started was, I was like, you know what? I can't keep blaming women for not knowing what love is. I have to be the common denominator here. And I was like, you know what? Let me make sure I know what love is. And I went looking for the definition of love and realized we don't have one. They just kind of base it off of chemical balances and imbalances in your brain. Okay. And with that being said, it's like I tried to tell my ex-wife. It's one thing when you marry, but it's another thing when we're divorced. This is permanent. I can get married again. You're still gonna be my ex-wife no matter how many times I get married. This is permanent. There's no paper for me to get undivorced. You understand? It feels a lot better knowing that there's nothing I can do. Like, you with me for life. You my ex-wife for life. You understand? No matter what. You understand? And it feels so much better, so much freer. You understand? I don't know what it was, but it like unlocked something inside of me. And the voice was like, it's what happens in a divorce, dog. Listen, sis, bro, dog, homie, listen. This is what he said. I was sleeping one day. I had to get up and start writing this shit down. It was so powerful, dog. It's like I said before, if you didn't do your fucking homework, you never know nothing, okay? So with that being said, that's why they call the X-Men X-Men. Not because of a genetic mutation, but because of the dark principalities that follow you after divorce. He was like, I'm sleeping. He was like, listen, you got Rogue. She's a Jezebel spirit. That's why they call her Rogue, because she gone rogue. I'm like, oh my God! Yeah. Like, what does she do? Common Jezebel. She touch you. She take your ability, take your money, take your house, take your car, take your everything that you are, she take. Jezebel spirit. I was like, I'm sleeping. This nigga killed. He was like, they're all a fusion of principalities. Okay. You got Jean Grey. Her principality is the Phoenix. If you read the book of Enoch, you'd understand Phoenix is a fallen angel. Cyclops, what more do you want? You understand? Cyclops is a Greek mythological creature. You understand? That's basically telling you that the Cyclops that was here married with the fallen angel known as the Phoenix to create the human hybrid that we have today. Okay. What was the other one? Oh, Jubilee. You know anything about the Book of Jubilees? Okay. And you have to understand, Professor Xavier, like Beast is Nimrod. He's Nimrod. If you know anything about, like, you know, what is it, Gilgamesh, Enkidu, I want to say that that's like a cross-reference of Nimrod. Because, you know, Nimrod was like a polymath. He was a hyper genius. He created the towers. You understand? Beast is a genius. Okay? He part human, part beast. Okay? Xavier is a principality, which is why he in a wheelchair. Okay? If you listen to his origin story, he was born with his sister. He wasn't even supposed to be born. He's like what you would consider the butterfly effect. And what did they do? What did they do? They reintroduced the story back to you so you can share it with your children. And Storm, same thing. She might be the African goddess of the weather, but she also has an evil, dark principality within her. Okay. And I want to say Gambit is the same thing. His power comes from a psionic realm. Okay. And it's like, man, listen, I don't even know how. I don't know how I know all of this. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not just me. Maybe somebody out there made the connections and I'm just here. But regardless of which, thank you for watching. And I'll have to make part 2 for AI.